Good evening, and welcome to the NBA ASAP NBA post game report. We have Freddie. How you doing, Freddie? Yeah, Freddie's frozen again. We have Mike on the mic. How you doing?
What's going on, my man?
And then we have Kenny. How you doing, Kenny?
I've been better. I'm really disgusted about how my Knicks gave this game away, but other than that, I'm all right.
Hey, since Freddie's frozen, we'll go ahead and start with the Hawks and Knicks. Go ahead, Kenny. Get your frustration out.
Okay, look, my frustration is to one man, Mr. Julius Randle. Like, you're wearing the number of my all-time favorite Knick, which is Bernard King. And tonight you killed us. You killed us the entire game. Like, you was forcing your whole game. It was just unnatural. You did everything that's the weak part of your game. Your jump shot is the weakest part of your game. And as soon as as soon as they started double teaming, you started just settling for jump shots. It was fadeaways. It was 3-pointers. You weren't attacking the rim. It was like you was intimidated by Clint Capella, which I don't understand because you're the strongest guy on the court. And I just think tonight that you honestly, you were the weak link. You know, throughout this season, you've been the MVP of this team. You're probably a top 5 MVP candidate. But tonight, you let us down. And as a Knicks fan, and even on top of that, I'm a lefty. So like I'll pull for Julius Randle because us lefties don't get a whole lot of love out here.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh my man. So it's sad, man. It was just at the same time, I'm not gonna totally kill him because this is his first playoff game in his entire career. So I'm sure he was pumped up. I'm sure he was excited. I'm sure he pressed a little bit on tonight, and hopefully he'll settle down as the series goes on. And it's just one bad game, and we get it out of the system. But yeah, just tonight, he just really cost us. He just cost us all night long.
Yeah, and I kind of want to not to transition into anything different about the Suns, but with it being one of his first playoff games, I kind of want to ask you. You mentioned his jump shots one of the weakest part of his games. And I think that's what happens to a lot of guys when they go into their first time in the playoffs. They try to switch up what guys aren't expecting them to do. And once they try doing that, they know they can't. And I think he just kind of shit the bed with it. When you guys notice guys like D-Book stuck to what he's good with. And I think that's exactly why we saw such a success from him tonight against the Lakers, or I should say today. But yeah, like you said, Randle was just doing everything opposite of what made him an MVP candidate all year. And I think maybe that was a game plan of his. I couldn't tell you. I really don't know, because otherwise it makes zero sense.
No, I think you nailed it. Like, you have to play to your strengths. Like, Julius Randle is best when he's slashing to the basket, when he's driving, when he's getting downhill. And I just think he really just and credit to the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah. I think they really, their game plan was clearly when he put it on the deck and he got in the paint that they were double teaming him and getting the ball out of his hands. And I just think he wasn't able to make the adjustment to be that facilitator, to be the guy to get guys open looks. And, it's back to, the Tom Thibodeau and his staff. They're going to, watch the film. They're going to make the adjustments. And I'm sure we'll see a different Julius Randle in game 2. But even having said all that, it's a 2-point game at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah, no doubt about it. And it's Trae Young, too. This is a very talented Hawks team. I don't care how they looked at the very beginning of the year. Clint Capella isn't a scrub. You got Lou Will as a veteran presence. Both of them white guys, they're amazing.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, Huda. They can shoot that
they're
ball.
Amazing 3-point shooters.
Absolutely.
When they're hot. At the beginning of the year, I had them in my fantasy team. Not so hot. Had to drop both of them. But, I mean, altogether, as a team, this team is going to be in the playoffs for years to come. So I'm not too upset about it. It's not like they lost to a play-in team.
Yeah. And, this is a 4-5 matchup. So, this one could go anyway. The good thing is that I really feel like the Knicks have they don't have that same, how teams have home court advantages. The Hawks don't really have much of a home court advantage.
Not
because
at all.
Half of the people in Atlanta are from New York. So that's going to be a hugely, partial crowd. And maybe more Knicks fans in the building that wind up being there than Hawks fans. So I think them going on the road to get a win is not going to be as difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
Now I got one question for you. Now you got Peyton who started the game and played only 8 minutes. You have Derrick Rose who played 38 minutes. And I know we talked before we came on that you saying that they're trying to save some minutes for Rose and stuff. But Rose is playing starting minutes coming off the bench, and Eric Payton's playing sub minutes starting the game. Why don't you just go ahead and put Derrick Rose in that starter?
That may be the adjustment. That may be the adjustment that happens in game 2. Because honestly, we all know that Alfred Payton is not a starting caliber point guard in the league. He's really a backup point guard. And like I said, he's a starter in name only. Derrick Rose closes the game. So
Right.
I just think it's just a matter of them feeling like Derrick Rose is better coming off the bench, and they're just using Payton to start the game. But that may be the adjustment because clearly it's 4-on-5 when Alfred Payton is on the court. It's
Because
just,
because you can take that guy and go double team somebody else.
that's the point. Like, yeah, that's the
Because
point.
he can't hit a jump shot. He can drive the ball
Yeah.
in, but he
Right.
can't hit a
But
jump
he
shot.
doesn't look to score. Even when he drives, he doesn't look to score. So, like, you could play. That's why they use him. Whoever's guarding him, they're doubling off of that guy and putting him in the paint to keep Randall from getting going. And that's what happened tonight. It's like they played off of him, and it was a result of what's the name of Julius Randle struggling. And so that's maybe the adjustment. You may have to start Derrick Rose in game 2. You may have to give quickly some more minutes. You may have to start Alec Burks. He had a huge game.
Oh my God! It was
Listen,
insane.
if it wasn't for Alec Burks, this game wouldn't be close.
Right.
Am I better, gentlemen?
What
Go ahead, Freddie.
Am I better? Can you guys see me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see you.
man.
We hear you.
We thought you had to go cry somewhere.
Nah, I don't cry.
Nah,
What's
but
your thought about the New York Knicks and the Atlanta
Hey,
Hawks
man, I
game?
will say this. It was good to see Madison Square Garden full, 15,000 people. You had
Rocking.
Tracy Morgan, Spike Lee in the house. I mean, the house was rocking. My question is, if you opened up to 15,000 people, why not go ahead and do the full 19? I mean, but still, you can see the energy in the building. I thought this was a must-win for the Knicks just for that reason. But hey, man, we got to give all respect to Trae Young. Trae Young came out there and balled.
kid
I
the
mean,
dog.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, 30 points, 10 assists, like 7-8 rebounds, hit like 9 or 10 free throws. Julius Randle, hey, man, we gonna talk about the next game. You need to get your big behind in that post. You need to get at your mid-range shot. Nobody can guard you on the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, let's stop it. I mean, let's pump the brakes. I expect Coach Tim to make some adjustments for the game 2. And I'm gonna change my mind. This might go 7 games. I know I said 6 on Real Talk the other day, but I think both teams going to attack. They're going to compete. Boban was huge down the stretch from Atlanta as well. Man, they got
that
a lot
guy,
of
man.
offensive power too.
He's a sniper, man. That
You
dude
know
is
what I
a
forgot
sniper.
about? I forgot Lou Williams is on the Hawks.
Yeah, dude, that whole trade went like so unheard of. Everybody forgot that even happened.
Hey, and to me, I think that's a dumb trade for the Clippers. Like, you didn't get enough back for Lou Williams. I don't think.
Not to me.
You know
No, I
what it was?
disagree.
You know what it was, and I heard a lot about it. And I'm not from LA, so I know you guys would know better than I do. But the whole thing was Kawhi's comfortability, and it was the fact that Lou Will and Pat Bev had beef with Kawhi going into last season because Kawhi with the load management, being late, and all of that. And I heard Pat Bev was the one who squashed it, but Lou Will just kind of let it ride. So I think they kind of, you go into it and you think, if we can get anything from him, you're going to get Rondo. And playoff Rondo's a different breed. So I think at the end of the day, I think that was kind of like a.
If that's true,
Yeah.
Kawhi can't be resting because Rondo ain't gonna let that go neither.
Mhm.
No, that's
That's
a
why
fact.
I think that's exactly why it happened.
And I think that's to me that's what the Clippers were missing. They were missing that point guard that could really
Right.
facilitate and really get those guys easy looks. Like even you watched the game on yesterday, like when you could see the difference when Rondo's on the court. Like
Yeah.
guys get open shots, guys get easy looks.
And they're confident too.
Absolutely, because again, it's easier to take a shot when you're open.
Right.
It's just that's just common sense.
And it's not even that too. It's the fact that the shot you're getting is a good pass. It's a good read. When
Right.
you got guys
And
like
rhythm.
Pat Bev just
Right.
chucking the ball at you, it's not gonna go.
Yeah. So I just think at the end of the day, man, like you said, Freddie, Julius Randle's gonna have to start playing on the post. Like their face-up thing That's not working because that's just all he's doing is getting a double team as soon as he puts the ball in. As soon as he gets anywhere close to the paint, he's getting double team. If he posts up, he get a couple of dribbles, he gets in the paint, you draw that double team, and then it's not a whole lot easier look when you swing to the weak side of the court. That guy has an open look and he can attack the basket. When you're trying to penetrate from the top of the key or penetrate, you know, making that driving lane and trying to get it and make something happen. It's a little bit more difficult to me. So I think that's going to be the adjustment. They're going to use. They might play Randall some at the 5 too. Don't be surprised if they play him some at the 5.
I mean, some of the game in the second half in the fourth quarter, they put Randall down low, and nobody can match up with him down low. But he was creating other shots for other players. So I mean, why are you having him face up? He's 6 of 24 from field goal range in this game, 2 for 6 from 3-point, 1 for 2 from the foul line. He didn't get to the foul line enough, and
exactly.
And by him jump shooting and fade away, no, you're not gonna get to the foul line in the NBA playoffs. So.
Nope.
Hey, gentlemen, I'm gonna say this. I know I already said it once, but hey, I love this year's playoffs a lot better than last year, just for the fact that there's fans in the arenas. You can see the energy. I mean, I love it. Me personally, I was like, man, like this came at the right time. Like, I love it.
Yeah, and I think a big part of it, Nate and I were talking about it last night on the show. Every single matchup in the first round is perfect. Like there's not one matchup where I can indefinitely say, they're going to get squashed unless you're even, early on in the Wizards game, the Wizards would keep.
No, that game was close.
Yeah, I mean, every matchup so far has been so much fun.
Nah, bro, no.
Yeah.
Brooklyn and Boston, no, bro.
No, that game was close.
Game one.
That game was close. They pulled away late. Yeah, they pulled away. Boston was right there in the fourth quarter. Then, Brooklyn pulled away late.
Bro,
so
that's game one. And Brooklyn, like, you know what? Let's not waste our energy on this. Let's just go on the coast. And I'm not.
No, I understand what you're saying. I just think that series is probably going to be 5 or 6 at the most.
5 or 6. They get swept, bro.
No. They'll win a game in Boston. They'll win. Yeah, they'll win. Yeah, you got to put some respect on Jason Tatum's name. He'll do. And Kimba. Him and Kimba will walk one night in Boston.
Kenny, I'm sorry, bro. LeBron James should be on the team with no superstar. I'm not giving him a game against that 3-headed monster. No, I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but they're going to win the series. I'm not saying they're not, but I think they're going to get one game. Oh yeah, that's definitely one for sure. So you're right. Portland is they took one last night. So
that's gonna be a good series there.
Yeah.
Got Dame time.
So Freddie, listen, I got mine off. I got my rant.
You're not the moderator. Ray not going to that topic. He was going somewhere else.
No, you know where we going. Don't try to hide.
We already got it all set up for you.
Don't try to dance.
Actually, you were supposed to go first for your rant, but you got frozen, so we had to go with the. Go ahead with your rant.
Freddie, you got my money?
Anthony Davis, where were you? Did you stay in LA? Were you in Chicago at home? Where were you? Get your big behind, your talented big behind in the post, acting like you Steph Curry or something, acting like you just flowing with the motion. I mean, what are you doing? Nobody on that Suns team can guard you. Nobody. Not Crowder, not Aiden, nobody. You made DeAndre Aiden look like Shaq or Kareem or whoever you want to say.
Don't act like he's a scrub. He's the number 1 pick.
Yeah, but Anthony Davis is a defensive player. He should have been able to contain him better than that. He should have been able to he scored 13 points. 13 points. I mean, stop it. But you know what? He said that's on him. It won't happen again. He said game 2, he's coming out much better. Just know, Mike, your day coming.
That's hilarious.
Your day coming. But I will say this. Was I surprised that the Lakers lost this game? Not at all. Because we all know the first game of the playoffs, for some reason,
I don't want to hear it.
LeBron wants to have a fill-out game. That's what it was.
Oh, that's what he was doing?
He said it the night before. They asked him, he said he going in this game, trying to see what adjustments they need to make. Okay, LeBron he's going to make the adjustments next Tuesday. we seen it last year against Portland. They lost the first game, and then they dominated the rest. So I mean, hey, the Lakers are the Lakers. The good thing I saw on today's game was LeBron looked healthy. He didn't look tired like
He
the
did.
Warriors game. That's one thing I was kind of happy to see. I was going to keep my eye out on. But the question is Anthony Davis get his big bomb behind the post? Me personally, as a Laker fan, I was scared, man, when Chris Paul hurt his arm, because I don't want nobody hurt on either team. I want both of them healthy, because I don't want Mike. I don't want Jay. Nobody coming with no doggone excuses. I'm not gonna give you no excuses. I want the better team win.
Freddie, bro, I promise you, when that man hit the floor, I had $25 in my hand ready to send you right now. I thought it was it. I thought it was over.
Mike, you want to double that bet?
Oh,
I bet it 50.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're confident for that. I don't know
Oh,
if
I'm
you're ready for
confident.
that.
I'm asking.
How about you come talk to me after game 2 if your boy AD don't show
You
up?
see that,
I'll go
Kenny?
with you.
Kenny, after they lose.
no, listen. I'm saying here's what I say about Chris Paul, man, is that he has the worst luck when it comes to the playoffs in terms of injuries. It seems like it's always at the most inopportune time that this guy winds up getting hurt. So hopefully this is just they said it was just a bruise or contusion. So hopefully he gets treatment, ice it down, and all that good stuff, and he's ready to go.
Because you can tell it still affected him even when he was playing.
Oh, dude, his
He was
passes
able
were
to make
horrible.
plays, but
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
But it is what it is. But for me, it's also one of those things where, like, I know it's not serious, like considered serious. But I used to ball. I played center field my whole baseball career, and I've had bicep contusions before and shoulder contusions. That stuff, even with the treatment, is horrible. So I'm not making no excuses, Freddie. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, if it's lingering, it's gonna show.
Yeah.
You better hope he can stay healthy because Devin Booker can't do it by himself.
I'm sorry. You
I
want to
would
read the
say.
stat line of Devin Booker tonight?
Yeah, he
Damn.
was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
For who?
Now, how about Aiden? Aiden was 10 for 11 field goal. He only missed one shot all night.
Yeah.
Played
me that
37
Tuesday.
minutes. Played 37 minutes.
What was you
and
doing?
21
What was the
points.
gift you was doing? The Andre Drummond gift? Where was that today? Where was that?
He gave us about 10 points, 9 rebounds, but that was about it.
But I mean, are you concerned that Drummond can't control Aiden? Because Aiden went off today.
No,
he had
no,
10
no.
for 11.
Frank Vogel need to. If I was Frank Vogel, I don't even start Andre Drummond on Tuesday. I'm going
I think Andre Drummond off
AD,
Putting AD at the
is
five?
solid.
I'm going AD at the 5. AD, either I don't care what you say, bro. It's the playoffs. Either you shut up or you get put. It's the playoffs, man. I mean, the Lakers are at its best when they're at their 5. Let's just be honest. And then I got another problem. You was talking about Elfrid Payton being aggressive. What about Dennis Schroeder? Dennis Schroeder, man, there's been too many times where this dude be under the goal and he'll kick it out for a 3-point shot. I'm like, bro, get your layup. And you know what? That's what a lot of these what you call it nowadays that's going about it? Statistics, whatever it is.
Oh,
Statistics.
Yeah.
Stat padding and
oh,
stuff.
you talking about analytics?
Analytics, yeah, that's where analytics done killed the game, man. Where back in the day, you get your for sure shot. Now they say, oh well, 3 is better than 2. Let's go ahead and kick it out for. But a lot of times he be right under the goal for the easy layup, easy bucket, but he kick it out a lot of times.
Freddie, do you feel like I know you would know better than me. I just get that vibe every time I watch a Lakers game that Dennis Schroeder kind of is in his own world when they're on the court. Like he's doing stuff for him. I just don't get the vibe that he's about the team.
To me, I think he's a better 6-man.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, giving you instant, offense.
He's really more of a scorer than he is a passer.
Right. So I
not,
think the fact that he's with Bron, AD, and all of them at once, I think he really just hates the role he's in.
And that's why I think a lot of times they play Caruso a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because Caruso, not that Caruso's better than him, but he's probably
Caruso knows his role.
He knows his role. He's a better defensive player. He can hit timely shots. So you know what, John? I wish one thing about KCP could actually shoot. He's actually good at shooting guard. He shoot like 40% from 3. He just don't shoot the ball enough.
Man,
And that,
Well, I mean, how many touches? You're getting you're the third or fourth option, so you're not gonna get that many touches. Like he's kind of like how Joe Harris is in Brooklyn. Like, you know what I mean?
hey John,
He's not. He's got to get what's left after AD and LeBron get theirs, and then Drummond's got to get some touches. So, you know what I'm saying? He's going to get the scraps.
hey John, I'm not gonna mention the dude name. I don't need that dude ranting about the ASAP network.
I know, right? We don't want no smoke from Kwame Brown.
Oh,
Now, how about Tucker? Tucker
That's
gave
hilarious.
Lakers a lift during the season. He only played 7 minutes, only gave up 2
Yeah.
points.
that's
He
what
only
I
gave
don't
him
get
2.
about Frank Vogel. I thought he should have played more in the Warriors game. This dude is a killer, man. This dude can get buckets. And one thing he does, he relieves Bron off the ball a lot of time. And that's what we need, somebody who can give us the team offense where we don't depend on LeBron. Because as you can see, we're in the game with LeBron in the game, but he go away, then everything goes away. Can we see a KCP? I mean, a Kuzma side? Where's Kuzma? Oh, well, he probably need to back down his hair or something. I don't know.
He had 19 minutes. Now, this is Kyle Kuzma's stat line. He had 19 minutes, 0 for 2, 0 for 1. He had 3 rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, and 1 assist, and 1 turnover.
Gotta be
And
better.
he has no points.
Yeah,
Gotta be
but
better.
Taylor's one of those guys that, I mean, for me, him being from Chicago, we've known of Taylor for forever. The kid's an absolute dog, no matter where you put him on the court. And I think, Bron loves him. Bron was wearing his practice jersey a year ago or so during practices, just messing around with that. LeBron wants him out on the court. I don't know what Frank's doing. I don't know what the idea is with just kind of overly developing him, I guess you could say, is just taking your sweet time with him. But I definitely think he's a big part of the future for this team.
I will say this.
There's no minutes for Gasol.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, Kenny. Gasol started the season playing horrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
That last stretch, he started playing better. And,
Yeah, but I think I think they're better with Drummond, and then
do you think so?
with Trez Harrell.
The reason why I say this, man, Gasol can be on that 3-point line, be another guy that can get the offensive going, or he can shoot the three.
Defensively, though, he's just so.
Yeah, but AD on the inside can work better because he don't.
I see your point, though. Yeah, he could space the floor a little better than Drummond can for sure. You got a point there. But I just think defensively, he's just so laterally so slow. You just put him in a pick and roll, and then you just go to work because he's just so slow laterally. So I think that's why they rather have, in terms of athleticism, have better with Harrell and with Drummond.
Hey, Mike, what you talking about, Frank Vogel? This summer, he wanted a contract extension during the year, but the Lakers said, no, we're going to wait till the summer.
With Taylor?
No, with Frank Vogel.
Oh,
so,
yeah, Frank.
Frank Vogel, in the playoffs, messed it up himself because his rotations are questionable at times. Or if he, I don't like, if Kyle Kuzma hit like 2 or 3 threes in a row, they'll take him out.
Yeah.
If that keep happening, I'm not gonna say the Lakers will move forward with him, move on from him, but they'll explore the option.
I think he'll definitely be put on notice because it's one of those things where, I know you had to do what you had to do in the offseason, but he completely switched up this Lakers offense from what it was last year, which was perfectly fine. They were content with every matchup they had. They were not worried about anybody. So to completely change this team. And then to make these excuses, we're taking Kuzma out because so-and-so, and we're not playing Taylor because of this.
And Mike, I will correct you on something, okay?
You said what?
We have another guy on the network named Jonathan Mathis, and it annoys me that he go on his little rants, talking about LeBron James and Father Time have caught up. I'm like, bro, stop it. You talking about a dude have been.
You mean he's actually realistic?
No, you talking about a dude that missed the 2 months of the season. He's getting back in game mode. I mean,
so you think missing 2 months of the season, coming back and getting injured again, isn't Father Time creeping on your door? What is that?
No, because
what is that though?
We've seen Michael Thomas have the same injury, did not come back the same. So, and he's young.
But it's not the same guy though, Freddie. It's not the same guy. Everyone's different.
It don't matter. Ray
could last 70 years, and I could last 60. We're different people, bro.
This is a high ankle sprain, bro. This is not like a
regular. That's the point. It's a high ankle sprain.
The worst kind
so
of.
This same thing Michael Thomas had, and guess what? Michael Thomas didn't come back looking the same. Hey, I'm just.
So you're just proving a point.
That's not father time. Father time is when you get too old and you a scrub.
No, Father Time is it takes you longer to recover from injuries.
So why did it take Michael Thomas so long to recover from injury?
What are you talking about? He played the rest of the season.
But he
LeBron
did
was
not
out for
look the
2
same.
months.
But
That's
he did
on
not.
him.
But he did not look the same.
It took him 2 months to come back. That proves your point, Father Time. This the same guy that would roll his ankle and then come back and play the next play, not the next game, the next
Well, this is
play.
the whole different ankle. He this is the first time he's high ankle sprain, Kenny. I mean,
And he's 36
and then you know
with
what I
a
say?
lot of
And
miles
Kenny,
on him.
you talking about this offense? This offense was a good offense.
But Freddie, can we just talk about it though? Like realistically, no bias, nothing.
I'm not talking about.
I
I'm
will
talking
take
real
off.
talk.
I will Freddie, bro.
Don't
I
get
will take
naked.
off the jersey. I would take off the Bulls jersey and have a conversation with you, bro.
Want me to take mine off?
In his whole
Please
career,
do not.
his whole
Please don't.
career, he's perfectly healthy, right? Going all the way
No, sir.
down. Then 2018, he joins the Lakers, and he's just been getting injured nonstop. So that's got to be something.
He's had 2 injuries, no nonstop.
Okay, and guess what? In 2018, bam, was gone for the rest of the season.
And guess what? The
Now,
closet kept. I don't think he wanted to play. He said, "You know what? I'm just going ahead and rest the rest
Oh,
of the season."
real talk, I wouldn't have wanted
But hey,
oh, so that's okay.
I'm not saying it's okay, but
Okay.
hey, he knew AD was on the way.
Yeah.
All right, if you're looking at LeBron James today, he had 36 minutes. He went 6 for 13 from field goal range, 3 for 7 for 3-point range, 3 for 6 from free throw. He had 7 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals, and 5 turnovers and 1 personal foul. He only had 18 points. For the Lakers to win this game, LeBron James
That ain't gonna cut it.
he's got to have more than 18 points. I'm sorry, and KD, Anthony Davis, he's got to have more than 13 points.
I agree.
For them to win.
You know,
They
I said
both
this on
got to
Real-
average 20 plus for them to win.
Right.
In
I
order
said
for
this
them to
on
win
Real
the
Talk Thursday, and I said, you know, if I'm LeBron James, I'm going Anthony Davis. I said, you know what? That Sunday when you played against Phoenix, you went for 40. We saw that you capable of beating this team. Okay, you know I'm gonna be here, but I need you to carry the load. Let me get my feet under me. Let me get back in a rhythm. Let me get back in the game shape. Because clearly the dude, you can see the dude picked up some weight. He's not, you know, he's a little bit out of shape. You know, normally we accustomed to seeing him. But you know he'll get that weight back down. But after the night,
How? Ain't not
running up and down
practicing.
that court, running up and down that court.
Ain't not practicing. How you gonna get that weight off?
So let me finish it. So after this night game, I'm seeing that LeBron go to AD like, hey man, like you know we can't be putting up those kind of. So that'll be much better. I mean, I'm pretty. You know, them guys are gonna be critical on themselves. So I'm okay with that. Game 2 is a must win for the Lakers. To you know, if they lose Tuesday, then that do put pressure on them. But there's no pressure on them right now. But I want to tell all Suns fans, calm down. It's just game 1. I was getting ready to go in here and put the little video of Kobe. See, because I know if we would have won, y'all was going to say, oh, ready for me to do a rant? I was going to say, nope. I was going to put the little video of Kobe saying, is the job finished? Job, no, well, I'm not going to happy then until job finished. Because I mean, I expected the Suns win for 11 years ago that we swept them in the playoffs, and that was the last time they were there. They were ready for their revenge.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I think a big part of it, though, you got to give it to D-Book. I know you were talking about it the other day, Freddie, and other people were, too, about, you know, he's never been proven in the playoffs. I think he's proven that right now.
No, he has not yet. Because
Yeah.
Jay earlier was talking about some playoff bookers.
Don't act like this kid.
What I'm saying is, Kenny,
for the last 2 years.
Kenny, what I'm saying is
mentored by Kobe himself.
What I'm saying is he can't have no playoff book name until he do it more than once in the playoff.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what I'm saying.
I definitely get what you're saying, but I'm just saying he's on the right.
I trust me. I know Devin Booker's a bad man. Like that's
what I'm saying. Like to me, all he did was what he's been doing. This is just another game.
I was pissed off when the Lakers drafted D'Angelo and passed up on him. I was pissed off.
Well, he wasn't projected to go that high. But I will say this though about Devin Booker is like he's so low key, man. I don't, you know, his personality and just the way his whole vibe is so low key. I think this is just another game to him. He's just out there like, yo, we just come here to hoop, and I'm gonna just come out here and do what I do.
Kenny, if I was your Knicks, Chris Paul ain't gonna be in Phoenix for long. Hey, I'm trying to go and get that Devin Book down there in New York.
Oh,
He
true.
can fit that New York market. Madison, he will have the biggest games at Madison Square Garden, bro.
Oh
Like,
no, that would be crazy. You put him and RJ Barrett together in the backcourt with Quickly,
Yeah.
like that would be tough.
and CP3 is teaching this dude to be
That's
a
very tough.
phenomenal ball leader. He's teaching him how to be not just a shooter, but pass the ball.
No,
get
yeah, he
help,
was making some
everything.
great passes today.
Right.
You know, he was really facilitating and getting his teammates involved. Like he played a great all-around game.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have problems with that guy. I think you're gonna wind up playing THT some more because you're gonna need somebody else besides KCP. Because another thing that you got to do with scorers is you got to make them guard. Like you got to make them use some energy on the defensive end.
Yeah,
And so THT is a guy that he gets to it. Like
I wouldn't be surprised to see Wesley
So-
Matthews neither.
yeah, him too. Like you gotta like really make Book guard on the other end and make him consume some energy.
And we did good. We put Alex Caruso on him for a little bit, and he did good. They took him off him. I was like, bro, what you doing?
Too small.
No, hey, Caruso, man, hey,
Too small.
talking
Built different.
built
Too
different. We'll be better.
Yeah,
You'll be
you know.
gone.
Yeah, all Knicks fans, y'all, everybody stay calm. We here. Listen, this is just, one bad game. And at the end of the day, it was just a 2-point win. And credit to Trae Young. I thought that was a bogus call though. That the call before the when he hit the free
that
throw to
foul?
take the lead, yeah, where they challenged it. I think that was a bogus call. Like he's not even going. He's going away from the basket. It's just a one little bump. That you're supposed to let that go.
This playoffs, man.
Yeah, it's playoffs, man. You're supposed to let that call go and make him make a play because especially a guy on the road. Like you're not supposed. If we're in Atlanta, I'm not mad at that call because he's at home. But
Right.
on the road, like he's not supposed to get that call 20 feet from the basket. That's a bad call. I was weak.
I agree.
I got one more question for you, Freddie, about your Lakers. You got Anthony Davis, you got LeBron James. They need a third person. Who's going to be the third?
Should be Drummond.
No, it shouldn't be Drummond.
No, I'm saying like it should have been.
No, it shouldn't be Drummond.
That's what you brought him there for.
No, it should be Dennis Schroeder or Kyle Kuzma. I'm gonna kind of go with Kyle Kuzma. Listen, man, we had this dude for 3 to 4 years now in LA. Okay, we've been waiting for him to be, his first 2 years in the league. He was this phenomenal scorer who can get, shoot or drive the basket and do all this stuff. Okay. Last year was the year you need to learn how to play winning basketball. Kyle Kuzma, how long does it take for you to learn that? Listen, there was some Laker fans out there, Kenny, that was saying that Kyle Kuzma was better than Brandon Ingram. I didn't think that, but there were some folks out there that
They
thought
were on drugs.
they was because this dude can score and so different many levels. Okay, Kyle Kuzma, when you come in the second unit, when Brian not out there, just you, AD, he kick it out there to you for a wide open three. Why can't you knock that down? I mean, you're wide open, bro. A lot of times he be easy open, or he can drive to the basket. Like Kyle Kuzma I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with Kyle Kuzma. He got a hold to that model in LA, and that model didn't put something on him, and as his head just went all out this way. I'm just telling you, man. Have you heard of sometimes people put it?
She put the voodoo on him. She put the
Yeah.
mojo on him.
But that's real talk though. You see the same thing happening right now with Tyler Hero.
Oh, man.
Bro,
Hey.
hey, man,
Hey, Josh, anybody else those are other whoever said that they need to be drug tested too. They're nuts.
So it's not gonna be Kyle Kuzma. So if I say not him, it got to be Dennis Schroeder. You say you want to get paid top elite money this summer? Okay, show us why you deserve that kind of money. Show because the Lakers offered him $84 million. He turned that down.
He's
Okay.
an idiot.
He is. So you want to get paid top elite money? Show us why you worth it. This is the best.
I think that's really why he's not coming off the bench. Like, he's worried about his contract situation, and
Right.
he knows coming off the bench that lowers his value. So, he wants to stay in that starting lineup. And with Kyle Kuzma, I just think he needs to change the scenery. I think
I completely agree.
his time in LA is up. He needs to change. I think he'll be, that guy that he was his rookie year when he gets to change the scenery. So I don't think it's ever going to happen for him in LA.
For me, Kuzma's one of those things where I get what Freddie's saying. You got to learn how to play winning basketball very early. You saw guys like Scotty get used to that, other people, so on and so forth. But it's one of those things where Kyle never really even solidified himself in a normal role. And then AD just came and LeBron came and all these guys came and just immediately started demanding him to step up. And I think it's just been too much pressure on him. And I think if he went somewhere a little more low key, I think it'd be a lot better for him.
Hey, I think that's gonna be a big decision for a lot of teams, John. I'll be, maybe Dallas try to go back and get him, but
He'll get some money for sure because he can shoot the ball. Like shooting is at a premium in the league. And as long as you can shoot the ball, you're going to get money. He's a former Knick, so I've seen Tim Hardaway play a lot. The thing with Tim Hardaway is his consistency. Like he has stretches where he really plays well, and then stretches where he disappears. So I think that's really what's keeping him from being, getting to that next tier or that next status of being a great player. We're gonna look who just joined the festivities. Let's let this man cook. What's up, Jay?
You know I had time.
Did you do this?
What's up, Jay? How you feeling tonight?
Oh, you know I'm feeling excellent. How about yourself?
I'm not feeling that great, but I'm happy for you.
Hey, we got to get some from the winning team now. We got some from the losing team. We got to get the winning team.
Wait. Were you plotting this, giving me to ask me another question just so you can save time for Jay to get on here?
Hey, man, I'm good at that. You got to understand I'm military, so I know how to play in the strategy. It's all strategy.
It all worked out. Speaking of strategy, I think the Lakers need to make a phone call to Magic or something to get a little sprinkle of something because y'all need to make a strategy. Anthony Davis probably had the worst game I've seen him play, and it wasn't about stats. He was outside of the paint way too often. And my biggest, bag on DeAndre Ayton is he's soft. And he doesn't play that big man game that he should. Well, it didn't look like that today.
Jay, you got a nickname now? You got a fan viewer trying to give you a nickname, man. What's up with this?
That's cool with it. I can roll with that Jimmy Hart line. But it came down to pretty much, I don't know what you guys are doing, double teaming Booker, and he still had 34. How does that work?
He's just built different, bro.
He is, but how
He's trying to get the ball out of his hands.
Why didn't he put Tucker on him?
If we gonna get 34, and that's getting the ball out of his hands,
what I didn't get is us as fans knowing that CP3 is a decoy midway through the second half. Why they're still even guarding him made no sense to me.
Yeah, that's another thing that's alarming. CP3 couldn't get the ball above his shoulders. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for him not to be able to get the ball above his shoulders and for us to still win in a 10-point manner the way we did, I told you. What I tell you after that game? What I tell you after that game, Freddie?
I don't know.
Beat up. He looked beat up. He looked tired. He looked hurt. And LeBron did after that game.
He looked today. He
didn't
look beat up or nothing today.
And it carried over. This stuff is.
Did he look beat up to you today?
No, he looked
sorry as hell is what he looked like.
Yeah, he looked like he was.
Hey Jay, you said we didn't make a phone call to Magic. No, we didn't make a phone call to him. We made a phone call to Shaq. Shaq called him tonight, giving him some pointers. Get behind in that post, bag that tail up, get aggressive, and dump.
You got the wrong number. You guys call waste management.
If anybody have Magic numbers, it's like Joe.
Jay, what was you at the game today? What's your voice? What happened?
No, it wasn't no
game. Hey, that was all that yelling I was doing, man. My voice is gone, man. I was up in this mug screaming from the tip off. I'll tell you what though, LeBron, his shooting over the last 3 games has been way he's zoned in. So if he gets hot, it's gonna be some trouble.
Oh, that man was looking like Dame. That man was looking like Dame in that second half.
Well, I'm not. When I say shooting, when I refer to LeBron, I'm talking about his outside shooting.
Yeah.
In the last 3 games, to me, he's shown me that he's been zoned in on his outside shooting because he is not a good outside shooter.
Well, that's what happens when you get hurt. That's the one thing you could do is shoot.
Yeah.
You do a bunch of stationary shooting, so I'm sure he had a lot of time to really just hone in and work on his mechanics and all of that stuff. Because honestly, if LeBron is hitting his jump shots, you got no chance. You got no chance. Once you got to get up on him and he starts getting to the basket, then it's a wrap.
Definitely.
But this series is not about Bron. This series has to be about Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, and he said it after the game. He said this offseason he had to be much better. Nobody that's going to Anthony Davis wants Anthony Davis being aggressive. I'm sorry, nobody.
That sounds good, but the mismatch on the court is LeBron. Period. We have somebody.
The mismatch. Anthony Davis.
No, we have, but Ayton, and AD. I'll let them.
He can't guard AD, bro.
LeBron is the one on the court without a defender. McCall Bridges did a great job today, but I don't know about him doing it for 7 straight games. I mean, it's a period.
So you were saying that you're willing to put AD every possession?
Yeah, I'll take my chances with that over the LeBron mismatches all day.
Yeah, I could agree
all day. If AD beats me and Ayton's on him, I just got beat. Period. Because LeBron is the mismatch, bro. If LeBron starts shooting, there's a problem. If LeBron starts taking it to the hole and dunking on folks, it's a problem.
That's funny. Slugs on a roll tonight.
Hey, now I do want to talk to you about your Knicks, though. I think the veteran leadership needs to be changed. Derrick Rose needs to start.
You already know, my boy.
And down the stretch, Derrick needs to have the ball as much as possible.
No problem. And I think a big part of it for me, before I let you guys go with it, just to talk about Derrick, he's always been that guy that in the last seconds needs the ball in his hand.
Yeah.
And to this day, I don't care if he's 36 years old, 40 years old, whatever it is. I will trust that man to take that last shot. That last play they had written up was horribly executed. I don't even really think they had any. I don't even think they knew what they were doing. Because
the play was drawn up for a guy that went 6 from 24.
Yeah,
like that made absolutely no sense. If anything, you run that play for Alec Burks.
Right, Alec Burks.
He was the guy that was hitting shots down the stretch. Like either him or Derrick Rose. You don't get the ball. You don't get the ball to Randall. Not in that spot.
I think the problem was Randall being so off. Is that they really didn't know. They hadn't practiced that all season. Randall's been hot all season. They really didn't know. Okay, well, obviously they know it's not going to Randall, so they really don't have a play planned up for that.
They made a mistake, first of all, because there was no timeouts left. You have to get the ball in there.
Well, that challenge, that's what killed them was that challenge.
Well, that was big.
Yeah, that's what cost them the last time out. So the problem is there was 2 things that was happening tonight. One, they never made the adjustment to stop playing Randall at the top of the key.
Right.
That was the first thing. The second thing is that there was too many mental breakdowns on defense. Like they were killing the dribble drives are hitting Bogdanovich and in the corner and getting Lemon Pepper was getting in the paint and kicking it out. Like we did not close out well on shooters. And so it was a lot of open looks, and that's what really killed us because Trae Young didn't really get going until the second half. Like he was pretty tame in the first half. It was in the second half when he really got going. So I just think, it's going to be some adjustments that need to be made. We're going to have to play Randall from the post some more. Getting him, playing him at the top of the key and playing out on the perimeter. I think he's going to have to play with his back to the basket some. Start body bumping, using that physicality, get in the lane. That'll be an easier look for his fadeaways. But if he's trying to do it off the dribble, like he's going into traffic, and it just wasn't working for him tonight. So that's going to be the adjustment. I like Derrick Rose coming off the bench only because he closes the game. Just because he doesn't start the game, it doesn't matter because he winds up closing the game. Right. And Elfrid Payton is just the guy to get the spot to give him a couple of minutes. But it may be an adjustment. And we said this earlier. Say that. What'd you say?
I think that belongs to Quickly. I think Peyton has no business starting. I think Peyton is honestly the third best point guard on that whole team. I think it would obviously, you put Derek at 1 right now, but Quickly deserves that spot, and I think he
I
should
just
be
like
starting.
Quickly better off the ball though. I
Yeah,
like him.
I feel you, but
I
I
like
just
him
think
more
for
off the
this
ball.
series, when
Yeah.
you got Lou Will, when you got Trey Young, and all these guys, I think Peyton's either got to step up or sit down.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got too many guards out there. You got too many guards, too many athletic wings to move around and get minutes for. So I agree with you, Mike. Elfrid's the first man out on this one, and he's not doing anything. He's
Right.
not
If this
doing
was
anything. I
the
mean,
Celtics, bro, if we were playing against Kemba right now, no problem. Go ahead, let Peyton start. But
Hey,
there's
you
just
gonna
too
watch
many
your mouth,
experienced
man.
guys.
You talking way too down on Kemba Walker. That dude is
Hey,
a
listen, man, you
a
couldn't.
problem.
Hey, what did LaMelo Ball do in his first season in Charlotte? Oh, okay.
You
hey,
talking like
Cardiac
Kemba
Well, the
Walker
Kimba,
team
ain't
is
average
built better
20
for
bucks
him
a
too.
Cardiac
game?
Kimba has had a couple heart attacks lately.
Yeah,
That
y'all
team
act
No,
is
like
built better for him too. So
Kemba's
yeah,
got a
y'all act like
lot.
Kemba ain't average 20 plus points in this league, man. Y'all got to put some more respect
no,
on
no,
his
no,
name.
no, 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 no. I ain't taking nothing from past Kimba. I'm talking about current Kimba.
Yeah, I'm
Current
talking
Kimba's
about right now.
he got a lowercase K.
Yeah.
well, because
He
he was doing
does.
that knee injury early in the year.
I
Yeah.
was just about to say that. I think that's the biggest
He hasn't got
issue
over
with
it.
Kemba right now is that knee clearly is not 100. It hasn't been 100%. He hasn't been able to be consistently healthy since he's been in Boston.
Correct.
But a healthy Kemba Walker, I'll take a healthy Kemba Walker any day.
Cardiac Kimba's a beast.
Kimba's
But
like
he ain't,
Kimba's like a watered down Kyrie Irving.
what'd you say?
Kimba's
Yeah.
like a
They don't even have the
watered
same
down
game.
Kyrie Irving.
No, they don't even have the same game.
Yeah, you talking about a crossover? Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
No.
he's stopping
I
pop.
think it's
I
pretty
think.
different.
Yeah, Kemba got that New York wiggle to him. He got the stop and start. He got the pull. He got the J. He gets in the lane. He
I'll
probably
say
doesn't
this.
finish as well as Kyrie because he's smaller. And he doesn't have the range or the shooting.
That's
He's
why I
not
say
as
watered
athletic.
down.
Yeah, I don't know about watered down because that could be a little,
No.
that could consider be a little
No.
disrespectful. But I just
Yeah.
think Kemba he's a quality pro. He's
Yeah.
a big time point guard when he's healthy.
I mean, I get the direction you're going with it, Freddie, but I don't think I think people disrespect Kyrie Irving's game so much. Kyrie Irving chooses to play the game that he plays right now.
Right.
Kyrie Irving can play any style he wants to play. He can play a facilitator. He can play score first. He's probably one of the best defending guards in the league as well, and people sleep on that part. Yeah, you just
Jay, go back to eating your tacos, bro.
you gotta
Eat your tacos, bro.
You gotta understand, bro. Kyrie
He's without a doubt
right
the
defense
best.
right
He
now.
is without a doubt the best defender on the Nets, though.
Who?
No,
you got
over Kevin
You
Durant.
got Durant.
Right now, yeah.
Over Kevin Durant, I don't know
Right
about
now.
No. Hey, and Harden's a pretty
Durant.
good defender too.
that. True, actually, Bruce Brown is probably the best defender on the
Harden's a
Nets.
horrible defender. Who said that?
No, bro, don't disrespect the dude like that. The dude got better over the
Dude,
last.
what?
Did you say he got better?
Yeah, he got better last couple years.
So
yeah.
like,
Hey,
so
Freddie,
like,
what's better than shit?
That's funny.
hey, it take 100 pennies to make a dollar, man. So he only got like 5 cents back. He still got 95 to go.
Hey,
to
you
beat
talking
man.
about you play? Hey,
James
it's hard.
Harden.
It's hard to score hard in that post. I'll tell you that.
James Harden looks like a toddler playing defense.
Mm-hmm.
He watches so
He's
much.
gotten better. Like he was
Hey,
He's
really
got.
bad.
That's because of effort.
Well,
Right.
that's defense.
And I
Defensive
hate
effort.
when people say that. I hate when they say he's gotten better because I could get better at painting, but that don't make me good at painting.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kenny.
Yeah.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say. That I'm about to hop off. Me and you both play Tuesday. I guarantee the
Oh
New
boy.
York Knicks and the Los Angeles Lakers will win Game 2.
Hey,
I'm
don't
I'm
be
with you on
recruiting,
half
Kenny.
of that.
Don't be recruiting, Kenny.
Yeah, I'm
I
with you.
guarantee.
No, I give you half. The Knicks are winning. I don't know about the Lakers.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this too. If you guys lose Game 2, good luck. We are
we
a
don't
great
need
home
it.
team.
We don't
No,
need luck.
Hey, all realness.
Y'all
Good
could die.
luck. Utah's
We
up
don't need
13.
love.
Yeah. Utah's too complete of a team for Memphis.
That's even without Donovan Mitchell, so that's surprising.
Yeah. Utah's way too complete of a team. I mean, every time they're swinging the ball, there's a shooter that's touching it wide open.
Yeah, definitely. And I hate the fact that everyone, I don't know if it's just me that's hearing this out here in Chicago, but everyone's saying how overrated they are. I think that's the complete opposite. I think they're dogs, bro.
So I'm on the fence. I don't think they're necessarily overrated. I
Right.
think their win-loss records inflated. I think that they had some breaks this year on some of the games that they had as far as the timing and when they were going up against the Pillars.
Right. Like I understand that point of it, but it's that looking at the complete team in the playoffs versus like I understand the record aspect of it, but like that team itself, I would not say is overrated.
No, I mean no, because they're a complete team. But I'm looking at John Morant and them like, man, y'all shouldn't have been in the playoffs.
Yeah, Ja's one of those interesting takes, and you know I'm wearing them right now. He reminds me so much of Baby Derek.
Yeah.
The man can carry whoever, and for me from day one, I'm not trying to get off topic. I always said, now I love point guards all day, every day. I'll take them any day. But for me, I would have took Ja for New Orleans case. I would have took Ja over Zion any day, just because I believed in Zion's hype. I was on the train as well, but I think Ja is so much more of a complete player, and I think that man's gonna run the league in a few years.
Well, listen,
that's a hard one.
Yeah, it's because Zion is a rare athlete.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
it's
But I
hard.
mean, Zion is not developing his game whatsoever.
I don't know because he's up in the mid. What is he? 24. He averaged 24, 25 this year.
Yeah.
So ain't nothing to sneeze at. I think like you said, he does have to get better in terms of shooting it. His jump shot has to get better, and I think that'll come with time. The kid's 20 years old, but Ja is definitely special. The fact that they went to Golden State and pulled out a game in overtime in Golden State, with that young team, like that says a lot. And we're gonna get into this tomorrow on Real Talk, but that's a huge indictment on Stephen Curry.
Yeah,
definitely. Torches get passed suddenly and very subtle, and I think that we slowly seen a glimpse of the pass of the torch. Because you're right, Ja's ceiling is very high.
Yeah,
I like him. I like LaMelo. There's a couple other youngsters out here, but I think Ja's leading the pack as far as the young guards are concerned.
Yeah, I think I put him and Luka in the same tier almost.
Luka's a cheater. He's 6'9", killing him like that, man. Luka,
and
man.
slow.
Ain't no doubt
It's
about
not
that.
even fast. Not even fast. Like it's like he lulls you to sleep.
Right.
And he just gets to his spot. He plays at his pace. He doesn't get rushed. He does what he wants to do on the floor. Like the funny thing was to me did you see with Pat Beverly when he told him he was too effing small?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it's crazy. Like, dude.
You know that hurt Pat. You know that.
Yeah. You know,
nothing
plenty of Chicago guys. He got that big pride. He got that big chip on his shoulder.
Pat went to the
I
business
know
to
he
drinking
could
protein
take all
shakes.
that smoke, but I know that one stung, especially because of the beef last year.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Patrick Beverly on the sideline right now. He's drinking protein shakes.
You already know, bro. He's on his phone looking up how to get big.
Yeah. No, but we got some good series coming, man. These series, they really turned out so far. They're showing up. So I can't wait for those series of games twos.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Highly competitive. All these series is like they're gonna be really competitive.
Except this one we're watching.
We'll
I think Utah's about to sweep them.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, Utah's playing good defense right now, and John Morant's only got 4 points in 12 minutes of his action right now.
He only up 9, so it's not like, and who knows when Donovan Mitchell is gonna come back, if he's gonna come back. So
right.
I don't know.
If Donovan Mitchell doesn't come back, do you give Ja any chance at actually beating these guys?
No.
Yeah, I would give him a chance.
I would give him a little bit of a chance, but it would have to be like a Game 7 type of
Wait, thing. Joshua, what are you doing, sir? No, he is not better than Manu Ginobili. Do not do that.
Hey, listen. This kid came in the league averaging 20 plus. Like,
Manu came in the league bald.
he did, but Manu was a third tier. Like, this guy's been the guy from the guy. Manu came in with Tim Duncan. You know what I'm saying? And Tony Parker. He had to. He was the third wheel, so he never had to beat the guy. Like Luka
He never
came in
had to.
having to beat the guy from the time he came into the league. So that it's different categories. It's almost like apples and oranges to me. To me, they're two different types of players.
Oh, they're definitely two different type of players. But Manu Ginobili, man, he went up against every single of the greats of that time period.
All right, killer.
Never backed down. Did his thing. So
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Great day of games. Great day of games. We gotta do this again. We're gonna
Most
do this
definitely.
Monday. We're gonna do this Tuesday.
We're gonna be in there.
Well, it's another one. It's another post game coming after Utah after this game here, right, Ray?
Yes, it is. Right after this game, we'll get back up here and we'll talk about the Grizzlies and the Utah Jazz. Right now, Utah is winning 38-32.
Perfect. I'll
Stay
see y'all
tuned,
later.
people.
All right, man.
All right, see y'all tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Jay.
Leave 'em.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one.
Good
You
night.
too.
Good night.